Let's make this quick. Top 10. Top 10 all time. And why you don't got Larry Bird in your top 10. We got to talk about it. So we got to first figure out what the criteria of the top 10 players of all time really is, right? So let's figure that out first. We're not talking about positionless basketball. We're talking about by position. So there's going to be two teams. It's going to be your shooting guard, your power forward, your small forward, your point guard, and your center, and then your second five. First five, second five. But the main question is, who of y'all out there don't got Larry Bird in your top 10?
Hey, Larry Bird was a real dog out there. Flat out one of the coldest hoopers to ever play the game. Hey, and bro was diming shit out there, let me tell you. Like, Larry Bird would do any and everything on the basketball court, I kid you not. Defense, rebound, passing, scoring. He was selling beers, tickets, whatever you need. Hey, get on that rim, Larry. Oh, Larry was really different. Top 2 passing small forwards of all time.
And that's tough because a lot of people really got a lot of different players in a lot of different positions. But since we're going to change the criteria and we're going to put the criteria where it's by position. By position. First team, second team. We're going to filter it out, figure out who's on the first team, who's on the second team. But the main question is, how the hell can you leave Larry, the legend, out of your top 10? All right? So my first thing is this. I think Larry Bird's better than Magic Johnson. And that ain't even by position. That's just by popular opinion. For me, looking at the body of work between the two players, back then, Larry Bird, I'm going with Larry.
Forwards of all time. Hey, they called him Larry Legend for a goddamn reason. Long crossing to the 1-foot tray bag. Stop playing. Hey, come on, bro. Over the head, 2-hand, no-look dime. Nah, this man was crazy. Down the lane, no-look dime ski. Hey, no wonder all them Celtics was Hall of Famers. Larry was feeding the whole hood. Spin move gathering to the fadeaway midi. Hey, chill out, bro. Larry was really a demon out there.
That ain't no knock on Magic. Magic was Magic, right? And, big-ass point guard that wasn't really a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, handled the ball, dished it out. 10, 12, 13 assists a season. Later in his career, he was doing his thing. But Larry, I think we overlook what he really brings to the game.
Through the legs pass like that is one of the craziest things I ever seen on a basketball court. This man Larry was like Luka, Jokic, and J.R. Smith all merged into one. Hey, Bird creativity ain't get talked about enough. Behind the back dime. He was so different, bro. Like, come on now. If Larry played today, he's a point forward and he probably averaged a triple-double. Hey, this move right here had me so hyped. That's when I knew Larry was really one of the coldest. He ain't do a single move and put Buddy to sleep.
So, first team, you got to really kind of consider who we talking about, because we're going to consider the active players to be a part of this. So LeBron James has to be considered. And you got to go breaking down point guard to center, right? So let's go who my top 10 is. Point guard. First team. I've always considered Jason Kidd, my top. But then I always considered Isaiah Thomas in my top, you know what I'm saying? And then there's, guys that are just tweeners, hybrid players that you got to kind of throw in there like Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, all those kind of guys. But we talk about all time, so it's only between two. So I'm going to go with my starting point guard being Isaiah Thomas. I want that in my doghouse with me. Foxhole. Yes, let's go. Isaiah is my number one. Y'all know who I'm going with number 2? The Bean, the Mamba. Kobe. Lord of the Rings. Number 2. Yes, Kobe Bryant. Cool. Number 3. You're talking about small forwards. Transition. You talk about fast break. You talk about everything from it. You can't keep it away from this guy. Regardless if y'all say I'm a hater or not, but LeBron, small forward. He changed the game. He did what he has to do. Small forward is LeBron's spot. Can't give it to nobody else. Not even gonna try to put Larry in there because it's hard. It's hard for Larry to beat LeBron from this point of view, because LeBron those numbers at that position, what he's done is notable. Who's my power forward? Now, this is a tough spot, right? Because some people, position some of these guys as centers. Some of them, it's a toss-up. But if we're considering Tim Duncan to be a power forward, Kevin Garnett to be a power forward, you got Karl Malone, you got all these guys in there. But who's going to be my power forward? I'm going to go with KG. I'm going to go with KG as my first team power forward. Does it all. He has the accolades. He has the skill set. He has the grit. He has the grind. I want him in my foxhole. I want him in my doghouse. I want him on my team. And, we're going into battle. KG is one of my guys, right? So that's 4. So who's your center, right? And when you look at Shaq, the Diesel, Big Aristotle, then you look at the Big African, Hakeem. And to me, it's only a toss-up between those two. So if I pick one, the other one's going on the second team. So I'm going to start out with Hakeem. Because I already know how Shaq and Kobe are in that top tier level and how they play. But I always considered Hakeem getting the best of Shaq was just different, right? Even if it was the young Shaq, I don't give a fuck what Shaq it was. Shaq still remember that shit. Give Shaq a heart attack, like a Shaq attack, right? I'm going with the Big African. You feel me? So, who is the second tier? Who the second team? I'm going Jason Kidd as my point. I'm going Michael Jordan as the 2. I'm going Larry Bird as the 3. I'm going Tim Duncan as the 4. And I'm going Shaq at the 5. You can't lose there. That's my top 10. Top 10. Who's your top 10? How the hell can you leave Larry Bird out your top 10? You got 2 small forward spots. I know a lot of people are going to talk about Kevin Durant. You look at T-Mac, but Larry Bird, second to none after LeBron James. There's nobody matching up from the small forward position. Nobody. Passing, defending, rebounding, man averaged a double-double with 5 to 6 assists. He's given us LeBron numbers. And he's white. Sheesh. That's putting Larry Bird as being the only white player in the top 10 for real. And that's if y'all giving it to anybody else. So that's why I'm really trying to center the conversation away from the race and just put Larry Bird's true skill set and his understanding of the game, his winning, all of the things he brings to the game. Like, he's top 10 for sure. We can't forget about Larry the Legend. So, let's figure out how to center this conversation, because a lot of people are going to have different top 10s, and this is not saying I solidify mine to be what it is. I'm just trying to figure out how you can leave Larry the Legend out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Help me. Help you. Right? I mean, we got some clips. We got some clips of Larry. Check out the clips.
You know how tough you gotta be to do that? He was putting dudes on the ground with nothing but jabs and pump fakes. And one thing I ask is that you never, ever, ever play with Larry Bird's name. And Larry was going for none of the bullshit neither. You fuck around, you gon' find out Larry was ready to throw him at any time. He like, hold on, where the ball at? Hey, fuck you, Lambeer. Like, what's up? Yeah, I bleed green. Like, oh, you wanna take this fade for your homie? What's up with it then, Rodman? Get this smoke too. Nah, he really yoked Buddy up. He like, oh, you thought it was over? Psych, sneak attack, nigga. Man, Larry wasn't going for nothing. He like, Dr. J, don't you ever caress me like a female. His haymaker, boy. Barkley tried to jump my boy. But look, I get it. I wanna fight too if somebody was doing stuff like this to me. Hey, bro, Larry gotta chill out, man. He was a killer. Somebody kindly help that man up. Pause makes it so much worse, bro. Larry was an asshole. And he used to use these ball fakes like stun grenades. Larry throw that ball fake at him, they just stopped playing. Fake just throw their whole equilibrium off. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Fake was so crazy, the ref just let him travel. To be honest, I really don't know how he was getting away with this. I can't lie, he got the fuck out Hakeem with that ball fake. Hakeem don't even know which way is up right now. One thing for certain, you can get that out the net. Nah, he did Dominique so foul, he ain't had to do that. But then he looked at him for a second too. Hey, Larry wasn't that athletic, but you still gotta watch your head. Pump fake, we got Bird. Spin move, midi. Larry was really terrorizing them boys out there. If I missed, I did it on purpose. Don't worry about nothing. Quite literally in Boston, Larry could do no wrong. Fuck that double team. It's game time. Let's go home. In the clutch, you know who to give it to. 1 foot tray bag for game. It's easy work. Game on the line, we need a bucket. It's Larry legend time. Fade away out of bounds on 2 dudes. Larry really one of the best passers of all time. You can really see he was a play ahead of everybody out there. And just for fun, he started playing horse out there. Hey, go ahead, just take your letter, cuz. You ain't know Larry was jelly fam too, though. Hey, don't sleep like Larry and have a bag on him too. Chicken wrap sidestep. That's just a little bachata. Pump fake, we got Birds. To the cup, psych, they jump too high. Dimey. And I'm trying to show you, Larry was really him. He did a ball fake to literally every player on the court just to get open. Give me 3, dummy. Just feel like as time go by, people forget how cold Larry was, bruh. I feel like people keep trying to move him down the list. Like, no, Larry is solidified. Straight buckets, just unguardable. For his era, bro, he was an elite shooter, like an elite shooter. I mean, he know 3 is greater than 2. Give me those. Larry Bird was a top 10 player to ever play the game, and we are never removing him from that list. Larry was really a dog, bro. He had everybody in the league in fear. Shots like this would have really pissed me off, because what is that? A 5-hole dime? No, Larry was really different, bro. How he broke dude ankles without even trying. Still dropping crazy dimes. Why are you reaching like you finna take this rock from me? No look dimer. At this point, the Celtics might as well change their logo to a bird. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. This is the best Celtic of all time. Because Larry Bird was really the truth out there. He had the creativity mixed with the audacity to just try anything at any point in time in the game. Pretty much sums up his whole career. Peep how after every bucket, the Hawks bench just goes stupid. They seeing a ghost out there. They don't know what's going on. To be fair, these shots are actually ridiculous. The other team bench going stupid like that, that's how you know you really the guy. They here for the show like everybody else. Hey, but needless to say, at the end of the day, Larry Legend was really one of them ones.
Hey, yeah. Larry can do a little bit. He can do a little bit. Now look at my top 10. Take a look at my top 10. I'm gonna show you right now. Come on now. That's a nice top 10. What's yours? What's yours? Put them in the comments. Let me see yours in the comments. And explain to me why you got Larry Bird out. If you got him out. How could you put him out? I don't know how. But in the comments, please, if you do have him out, please explain why. Please explain why. And if you don't know nothing about Larry, look at his highlights. Go back. Check the YouTube. Check the YouTube. All right? All right? Facts only, baby. Facts only.